Hello and welcome and thank you for joining me. Today I'll be joining some modern two-mans with this Wildfire deck I put together. Wildfire is one of my favorite cards and it used to be very powerful and a staple of Standard back when it was legal. But it just isn't as powerful as it used to be and just doesn't make quite the cut in Modern. But we're going to try it again and see if we can get it to work. It's a 6-mana sorcery that says each player sacrifices 4 lands and then deals 4 damage to each creature. So it's like pretty much like a can be an Armageddon Wrath of God. Just clear the board, and then we'll hopefully set up a scenario where it leads us with threats and our opponent with nothing. Our main threat is Magnivore. It's a 4-mana haste creature. It's as big as all the sorceries in the graveyards. So we're playing a lot of sorceries to fuel this, so it can easily be a 5/5 or 6/6 by the time we cast Wildfire, so we'll survive. Hopefully clear the opponent's board and just make a path for victory. We'll also play Knight of the Reliquary, which always survives Wildfire, because the 4 lands are in the graveyard before the game checks whether or not this creature would die. So it's always at least a 6/6 if you sacrifice 4 lands. And then we can use it to get some specialty lands we have, like Tectonic Edge, or Ghost Quarter, Horizon Canopy, Raging Ravine, and Stern Wildwood, which is always a powerful, have that toolbox available for you. We're also playing some Planeswalkers for threats. We have a Johnny Vengeant, which can kill creatures, gain life, and also tap down lands, tap down bigger threats we can't normally deal with. And then Chandra to grind out the late game with card advantage. It's nice. I haven't done it yet, but like flip over the -7 and destroy 3 lands or Wildfire 3 times. I don't know how good that'd be, but it seems pretty fun. And then we're trying to just kill lands and control the board. We have 4 Stone Rains, 2 Molten Rains, 4 Pyroclasms, and 2 Rows. So we're just trying to contain what our opponent's doing. And then we have Search for Tomorrows, Farseek, and Rampant Growth to help us ramp and get ahead of our opponent even farther. So we can try to cast like Wildfire without, where it kills all their lands and kills all their creatures. Whereas in the late game, obviously this won't kill everything. Costs 6 mana, so we usually leave them with 2 lands. But if we're destroying their lands and going ahead of them with the ramp, it will leave them with nothing, hopefully. And that's the plan. Just try to crush our opponent. So in the mana base, we have 4 heaths, 4 foothills, 2 forests, 2 mountains and plains, because we need lands for Search for Tomorrows. A Temple Garden, Sacred Foundry, and Stomping Ground, in addition to the lands we went over before. In the sideboard, we have Rest in Peace, which I like against the Delve decks, and also a Snapcaster Mage, it's good against them. 2 Spell Skites for like Twin and Boggles, and Burn. Rending Volley for Twin exclusively. Ancient Grudge for Affinity and other artifact-based decks. We're already pretty good against Affinity. Just Pyroclasm is just insane against that deck. It just kills almost everything. A third Roast, which is good against killing like Gurmag Anglers and Tassigers, and usually Tormagoyf most of the time. We don't have like enchantments or artifacts in our deck, so it's usually just going to be a 3/4, 4/5, because sometimes the Planeswalkers will die. Unravel the Aether, where it can kill enchantments where Ancient Grudge can't. Obstinate Balos and Kitchen Finks for life gain, because I'm expecting to see a lot of mono red. That's just the way that Magic Online works. Alright, well, we're going to try this out in some 2-mans and see. Welcome to our first 2-mana. We've won the dice roll, so we get to play first. It sounds fine. We have a turn 1 Search for Tomorrow, and then Rampant Growth. This Wobble is a little bit awkward, but then we can like Stone Rain and then Wildfire. And hopefully that's good enough. So we're just going to search up some red sources. Guess we'll just play Canopy first. Suspend. Say go. Let's see what we're up against. We don't really have any like interaction before turn 6 with killing creatures. Hopefully that won't hurt us too much. Alright, Bloodstained Mire. So I'm figuring mono red. Blood Crypt. Maybe just Jund. Okay, Thoughtseize. Let's see if he takes the Wildfire. Definitely Stone. Oh, he took the Stone Rain. Okay. Fair enough. So just worried about the earlier interaction. So that'll come off next turn. We also get Knight next turn. So I guess we'll just search up just a basic, just so we take less damage. Might as well just get a forest, and then we'll Rampant Growth into a mountain. Say go. We're still well on our way to turn 4 Wildfire. So he just plays a tap land, another Thoughtseize effect, okay. So assuming he's taking Wildfire, oh, he took the Knight, okay. So we'll get another Mountain. Play our Wildwood, and say go. So our opponent had double Thoughtseize, which was really good against us. And we're not going to break this Horizon Canopy, but we're just going to Stomping Ground Wildfire next turn, I assume. Reforge the Soul. Okay, so this is not Jund. This is some kind of like a... What's it called? Waste Not Storm deck? Double Spirit Guide? Okay. Okay, well, we're still going to Wildfire. What do you discard? Mountain, Reforge the Soul? Interesting. Okay. Might just... We don't have any red sources in play. I say we could just Stone Rain him, but it might be worth it just to Wildfire here. Yeah, because he's going to Waste Not, so I don't want him to have any... that's pretty good. Hopefully we keep our Wildfire, which obviously we didn't. But we still got... We have a 14/14 Magnivore, and if we draw a red source, we can just Pyroclasm, and then Wildfire him to death. Oh wait, we didn't discard any creatures. Oh, this is crazy. So he just drew some cards, added some mana, looks like. So that made our Magnivore 14/14. And he's dead, because he's at 13. Wow, it's a crazy game. That was pretty sweet. Yeah, that was really cool. So I don't know what we have on our sideboard. Oh, I know what we have on our sideboard. We have Obstinate Baloth, so those seem insane. So we want those, and Unravel the Aether, because he has enchantments, so we can't kill those. We want Pyroclasms because of those zombies, but we don't want Roasts. Land Destruction still seems great. Challenger seems okay, just a little slow. Maybe cut like an Johnny. I'll cut a Rampant Growth effect. Just got Rampant Growth. I'm not sure if 9 was the right number, just what I've been trying out. Originally I had 2 Rampant Growths, but I cut 1. And could play Kitchen Finks just because they're hard to deal with. I like having all the land destruction against him. We're on the draw. Maybe I cut some of those and just play Kitchen Finks. Because that might be not fast enough. Maybe I just cut all the Johnnies. We'll just play Kitchen Finks. We'll try this out. See how this goes. Alright, this hand's pretty terrible, but I don't want to mulligan against a Thoughtseize deck. And he is playing Burning Inquiry, so he might be like, draw us into better cards. Just gonna play a Fetch land turn 1. Basic Mountain. Okay. Interesting. He's gonna Faithless Looting. Okay. I thought about bringing Rest in Peace, but it didn't seem like it had enough interactions, at least that we knew about yet. And it doesn't like stop Waste Not from the triggers. In case you thought it might, they just discard out when they go to the graveyard from the hand or anything. Any weird wording like that. Simian Spirit Guide Reforge the Soul. Okay. Well, our turn 3 is gonna be good. I kind of want to play like 1-mana Accelerants in this deck, but I think the Pyroclasms are more important. We could play like a Utopia Sprawl. See, our opponent doesn't have black mana yet. You just pay 2 mana for the Stomping Ground. Oh, I meant to play a fetch land. I just played a Sacred Foundry. That's fine. Well, we drew a Farseek. So we're gonna get a forest with this fetch land and Farseek out Stomping Ground. Oh, Magma Jet. Okay. I'm like, he has a red counterspell for Farseek? No. So let's go get that Stomping Ground. Nope. And our Magnivore is already a 3/3 because he has a Faithful Suiting and a Reforged Soul. There's a Farseek. No land. Okay, so we might get a concession here pretty quickly. We're just going to Stone Rain Stomping Ground. Another Magma Jet. Okay, so I didn't notice, but I assume the other Magma Jet was bottom. Yeah. Bottom for one on the Magma Jet, bottom on the other. Okay, so our opponent is not seeing lands. We're going to play a fetch land. Say go. So I guess we can also take advantage of people like missing land drops, especially on the play. If we turn 3 Stone Rain, their 2 lands and they only had a 2-land hand. So I'm just going to Stone Rain the last land here. And then next turn we can play Magnivore. So we drew our Tectonic Edge, which I like having it for the Naya Reliquary, but sometimes it's just going to be dead. Another Stomping Ground. And that's like one of the scenarios, so like it might be worse than just having a basic. We'll Stone Rain again. Play another fetch and say go. This is the perfect board state. Our opponent has no permanents in play, and we have 5 lands and I'm about to play a 5/5 with haste. That's a little dragon. We're gonna fetch out another land. We might as well, like having more red sources, we'll fetch out the last Stomping Ground. We can actually cast Search because it gets the land untapped, and then play Magnivore. Attack for 6, so he's on a 3-turn clock. So I think we have this one. Our opponent isn't scooping, which is nice. Kind of shows off what this deck is capable of. Our opponent did obviously get mana screwed. Very unlucky that he bottom forward with his Magma Jets and still never saw a land. Most decks try to operate off 2 to 3 lands, so I think this draw would be fine elsewhere too. Also, he kept the land without any black sources. Oh, he put a land on top with Noxious Revival. Okay. So he's still dead next turn unless he can just has like a 1-mana answer to this Magnivore. Might as well just play lands because we don't want to get like somehow like Burning Inquiry or Reforge the Soul. Like I guess more Reforge the Soul somehow. Okay, Burning Inquiry turned 2 lands into a land Naya Reliquary. All right, got a first win. Woo! That was pretty fun. Let's see if we can keep doing that. Welcome back for round 2 or match 2, our second match, and our opponent Captain's on the play. We're gonna mulligan. We have no lands. And this is fine. Hopefully we're playing against a deck where Power Clouds is good. We'll see what happens. Windswept Heath. Into like a Birds of Paradise or a Boggle. Okay, well, hopefully we're just gonna take 2 off the Stomping Ground. We're gonna be able to play this Pyroclasm next turn and have it kill this little Boggle. Like you go and play like 1 enchantment on it. Or like a Rancor in that. Oh, even better. Not the perfect scenario because the Totem Armor keeps us alive. But we still get to do this. So he still has a guy. And we might be able to like Stone Rain him off 2 mana. Nope, not even close. Oh, he has nothing. Okay. Whew. So we'll cast this. We're going to Stone Rain him. So he has no action. And we'll get him a Mountain. We'll play a tap land. So we just need to like have this like not be a 4/4 before 2 turns. see, 1 mana. Ethereal Armor, okay. This isn't looking good. Alright, so 1 more turn. Yeah, this doesn't feel like a good matchup. Hopefully he just has like a Rancor or something. The nothings? Okay. Guess we'll get another red source. So we can keep it alive with Wildfire. And we'll keep the Horizon Canopy in our hand and sacrifice this forest. Alright, so now we've somehow navigated to this point in the game where we're alive on turn 5 against Boggles. So let's Wildfire. So now we just need to hurry and find a win condition before we can rebuild. And this might get concession. Wildfire is definitely a card like people just concede to. Alright, well, so we'll cast any 4 mana threat we draw. Our opponent was just really flooded. He just had tons of lands. Another Boggle, okay. Alright, well that's a dead card. We can't really use this Horizon Canopy because we need 4 lands. We'll get Temple Garden. So, yeah. Alright, we got some time. We don't have all the time in the world, but that's a card. Alright, so yeah, hopefully we can draw like a Pyroclasm or another Stone Rain or just a big creature. That won't do it. Now I think we can break our Horizon Canopy. Might as well just do it now. Because we have 4 mana. Alright, Chandra won't do it. So we have a couple turns. We're going to Chandra, and I guess just plus this turn. Very close. Very awkward draw from our opponent, but we've been able, at least we can keep up with it somewhat. So we have 2 draws next turn, and if like in worst case scenario, we can just Wildfire again. Please don't have Coronet. Alright, well we're dead. It's pretty unfortunate. The Knight would have been really good. Just keep us alive. It'd be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 8. I think that was definitely our game to win. This opponent had tons of lands, and usually that's how they lose. They get mana flooded. So we're gonna cut this. We're putting in the Spell Skites and the Unravel. We're gonna cut the Rose. I think Pyroclasm is still a necessity. We'll cut like an Johnny. Maybe I just want to put in all the stall stuff, like the Finks and the Balos. I like that idea. Cut this Rampant Growth, maybe? I'll cut Molten Rain, put the Rampant Growth back in. Try that out, see if we can live. We're going to play first. Turn 2 Spellskite's good, I heard. We can keep this. We go turn 2 Spellskite, like a... we'll play... Wooded Foothills. And get Stomping Ground. We'll also just Pyroclasm this away. But then again, next turn you can play another one and target it. So I'll just wait. I'll just play this Spellskites. Next turn we'll Stone Rain him. Suppression Field, okay. I think we're going to Pyroclasm first. Because we're kind of vulnerable to Suppression Field. Good thing we fetch first, because now we can't fetch without paying 2. Another Boggle, okay. You can target this turn, but there's nothing that would like keep it out of Pyroclasm range. Ooh, Dryad Arbor. Definitely casting Pyroclasm again. So we can't activate this canopy, but we can activate Spell Skite once now. Oh my gosh, so many scouts. We're gonna destroy his canopy. Don't need to take damage to do this. Just play tap land. If we play untap, we can use Spell Skite like that. It's a little safer. Yep. Pay 2 life. Choose this. Take 3, but now we have a super charged Spell Skite. We can search and then Finks. Like that. This will get a mountain. Might as well just play our land. And I'm gonna start attacking. We need to kill him, so this seems like a good plan. And we can always block with Finks. We can't use it. We can't use the Spell Skite to take something this turn, but if we can, like from now on. Spirit Mantle, okay. Let's draw a card. Wildfire. Okay, we can do that next turn. We'll still have a Finks in play. He didn't attack, which is interesting. Actually, do we want to fetch? We have to fetch once. I say we could just sacrifice these fetch lands because they're not doing anything. Yep. Interesting. Yeah, we have to change the target. So that means we can't Wildfire next turn. Actually, let's see. If we fetch first, we don't have enough. Okay. Might have like an Ethereal Armor now. That was just like a bait spell or Coronet. Okay. That's pretty good on our opponent's parts. So we're actually just dead soon. Oh. That's pretty good too. We're just gonna attack, and if he blocks, we get to unravel the Spirit Mantle. And then the Coronet falls off. Yeah, so it's gonna be really good for us. Because the Coronet says enchant creature that's enchanted, and if there's only one other enchantment and it goes away, then it dies. So the fact that we have this Spider Umbra means that he can't just like Nature's Claim to kill our Spellskite, because the Spellskite will live. So let's tutor out a land. We can get tap land because we're just gonna sacrifice this Stomping Ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have 7 lands. So we can keep 3, so we can get a Sacred Foundry. And we'll just Wildfire now. We get attacked with less of the Finks, but I just want to get his stuff off the board. Might have a path he's been saving. Alright, whew. That was close. Okay, let's go back to sideboard. So now we're on the draw again. It's going to be a lot tougher. We could switch out like a Molten Rain for like a Vengeance. I don't think that's good enough. So, alright, we have a turn 2 Pyroclasm. Hopefully it's good enough. We can keep. And then we have a Stone Rain. So hopefully this Boggle stays tiny. Let's play our Raging Ravine first. Okay, that's a pretty good one to have, just because we're going to Pyroclasm just to get rid of it. He's fetching in response. What does he have? Oh, nothing, just fetching. Okay. So next turn we're going to play Naya the Reliquary. No auras, okay. Yeah. So we're gonna use a fetch land to go get a plains. No, we need like a white-red source. So we'll get Sacred Foundry. Go here. Cycles Horizon Canopy, okay. Path. Yes. Actually pretty good because it'll get closer to Wildfire. We're gonna get a mountain. That's fine. Supporter has no auras. Yeah, still nothing. Yeah, we're just gonna play Baloth. We might have like another path for it. In that case, we just get to Wildfire. Nothing. Okay. Suppression Field's a little late to the party, but that's fine. So if we don't draw a land, actually I'm just gonna. Ooh, we get to cast this Search for tomorrow, and then cast Stone Rain. So Search is pretty cool top deck just because it gets the land untapped. So it allows you to do things like this. We'll get a Forest. Kill a Stomping Ground. And I think we're good to start attacking. So no land. I'm just gonna search again and then Stone Rain again this turn. And get plains. And then we can just like hold off on the attacking. We are winning the race. Actually, we're gonna attack. Yeah, just jump block, okay. Ooh, don't tell me. A little too greedy, Daybreak. Okay. That's fair. Just gonna say go. First strike. It's unfortunate by us. We got a little too greedy here. Should have just wildfired when we had the chance. Okay, that's a good draw. That gives us some time. Two, four, six, seven. So we're 1 mana short. If we had we need to draw like a land and a Pyroclasm. Drawing triple wildfire didn't turn out to be that good, just because he's a 5/5 that we can't target. Oh well, there's Spirit Mantle. I think we're dead. We would have been had a 1/1 Boggle after the wildfire, so that we should have definitely done that. Oh wow. So yeah, that was too greedy to wait on our part. He didn't have any ores before that. He had to draw this, so it's a little unfortunate. But I think it was really close, closer than I thought it would be. All right, hopefully we can do a little better in our next 2 matches. It's now our 3rd match, and we get to play first this time. All right, this hand's a little slow. We have no mana accelerant, but we do have a roast into a Stone Rain. We'll try it. This deck has like a little bit lacking on early play, so if you don't have a rampant growth effect, it can be pretty awkward. So we're just gonna play this Wildwood tapped and say go. So this fetch line needs to get another red source because it's pretty red heavy. Our opponent mulligan once. Sulfur Falls tapped. Okay. We'll just play this. Say go. Hopefully it doesn't have a counter spell. We're playing on some kind of a blue-red deck, probably Grixis, maybe Twin. So he has some kind of counter spell. He was going to Serum Visions. We decided against it. So this seems like probably a tougher matchup. With a Stomping Ground. Guess we just try to Stone Rain here. It probably has a Remand. But I kind of want to get this Chandra in play. Seems like it could be very powerful and keep us alive. Yep. So I was trying to maybe he'll just play Serum Visions next turn with, and he won't have blue mana. So might as well just try to cast our spells. You can't play around Remand forever, especially our deck. We don't have that many instants. Yep, so I knew he had the Serum Visions because he pump faked it. Another tap land. So I am going to actually just fire off the Stone Rain again. We could have resolved Chandra, but keep him off lands. What do you do with it? Put one on top, supplies another land coming. But we are pretty close to Wildfire. Alright, so it was a basic mountain. We're just going to fire off the Stone Rain. Let's see what he has. Electrolyze. Ooh, that's really good for us. It means he doesn't have a guaranteed land or blue source. We're not going to pay 2 life. Let's say go. So next we're playing Chandra, and then after that, we're just going to jam Wildfire, I feel. Drew a lot of our specialty lands this game. Just going to plus it. We could minus it, but we might miss. Might as well just plus it. Say go. So this roast, we haven't really played against a matchup where it's that strong yet. It's not that bad here, but okay. Does he have a double bolts? Because he just bolts it and step. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna Stone Rain him here. We drew a lot of our Stone Rains this game, and we're gonna get plains and attack for 3 with our Wildwood. Oh, our opponent, so he could use Tech Edge, but that means he just loses land, and he doesn't have the other mana to use it yet. Attack for 3. So yeah, this is where like the mana lands really shine, because normally like, we just give our opponent so much time to draw out of it. Okay. Interesting. So I think we just, because he might have another bolts, even though he's already used 2, we're just gonna animate this Wildwood and attack. Next turn is an interesting turn because he might have Deceiver. If he does that during like our main phase, we can just roast it, or like before one of our main phases. Peak, okay. Interesting, you don't see peak that often anymore, but it's definitely good. It's just taxing probe, except for it's an instant, and you can't pay 2 life to cast it. Just having the ability to just do end step or like any time is pretty powerful. So 3rd land from our opponents. We're a little flooded. We're drawing a lot of lands with actually no rampant growth effects. We're just drawing them. Let's see. If we animate Wildwood, we're 1 short of Wildfire afterwards. So just want Wildfire and see what happens. Remand. Okay. It's unfortunate. Probably should have kept the Tech Edge, just so we can Tech Edge him on his turn if he plays the 4th land. We're not going to break this Foothills. Well, I guess we can. Let's say we're just going to sacrifice it to a Wildfire, but we don't really want to draw any lands. So we still can't Snapcaster Mage anything relevant. You can Snapcaster like a... Serum Visions isn't the worst, but that means he's just losing a Wildfire here. Double Roast, okay. I'll just try it again. Oh, we're not going to use Ghost Quarter, so we can just tap that. What was he doing? Was he going to Deceiver in response? That'd be really bad. Electrolyze, looks like. Oh, he's floating mana? He knows we have Roast. So we'll sacrifice 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if he's just going to play Deceiver, I'll just move on to our next phase. Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, we're just going to kill that. He's going to bolt us. Okay. So, I think we're in okay shape. I'm going to start attacking with Ravine. He has no lands in his hand. Oh, he drew a land. It's really good. He's on a 2-turn clock. Let's see if he does this Visions. Bottom and bottom. Okay. So yeah, we've just drawn a lot of lands. I mean, this hasn't been bad for us. But yeah. Attack for 4. Now either of our mana lands is lethal. Attack Edge is a good one. So we're just going to animate our Wildwood because it's a little bit weaker. And then we can still cast Farseek after he edges this. Okay. That's fine. It's like we cast another Stone Rain. Might as well get a red source. We can get Sacred Foundry. So our opponent got little. Oh, another Tech Edge. We're just gonna Molten Rain here. So it goes to 1. If he Tech Edges us, he'll have no lands in play. I mean, we're not any closer to beating our opponent, but he's at 1. He can't use a fetch land. If we draw Johnny, we're in we're in great shape. We have so many live draws. Oh, let's see. I just want to see what our opponent discarded. It's hard to tell because it's so small. I discarded Roast. Okay, yeah. See, Roast is good. Ooh, Knight. That's a really good draw. Oh yeah, you just can see. Yeah, he's no out. So it was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 10. It's a good draw. So Land Destruction worked very well against them. So usually they sideboard out the combo, but I think we're obviously going to still play around it. So Roast is worse here, so we want Rending Volley. We want Unravel the Aether. Kills Twin. But also they usually bring Keranos, like every time. It's just what they do. And Spell Skies are for this matchup. Yeah, well, because we don't want Pyroclasms. And we can put in Kitchen Finks. They're just... I think I should play Kitchen Finks main deck. The card's just really powerful. What do we cut? I'll cut a Rampant Growth. The game's going to go a little bit longer. Try this out. So it's not as important to ramp. Like that game we didn't ramp at all, and it still worked out. Okay. So opponent's going first again. Our opponent kept... This is our hand. It's not the strongest hand, but we do have turn 1 search, and that's great. So assume our opponent's going to lead off with like a Serum Vision or something like that. A Footed Strand. Yep. Basic Island. So I assume they're going to have Blood Moons, but we can play around that. Just get a... Ooh, another one. We'll go get a basic Forest. And our deck's mostly red anyways, even though it didn't, like, I guess it showed it. Now we can play our tap land. First time we've seen a Johnny. Suspend this. These are pretty weak to remand, but if he remands them, that means we get to play Kitchen Finks. Pop that out. Having two suspended cards is kind of awkward. Alright, we'll go get another basic. Oh, we have to get basics. Forest, fix the area of the plains. Alright, Kitchen Finks. Pestermite. Oh man, we're just dead, aren't we? If we're just dead, we're just gonna concede. That's fine. We do have Unravel. We could have played around this, but I just to say go. For some reason, I was just so dead set he had on remand on our play. Oh, he doesn't have it. Woo! That is a miracle. So now we get to keep an Unravel up for at least for a little bit. Oh, we didn't fetch. That's fine. Really want to get a red-white source. That was a mistake. I was too happy that I wasn't dead. So we can get a mountain. Well, you have to get a mountain. Attack for 3. Player land is playing another Finks. And we should suspend search. It's not getting any better later. Say go. There's a Seaver, so now if he has it, we're dead. I guess shouldn't have suspended search. Alright, still nothing. Alright, now we'll get a Sacred Foundry. Nope. Let's try to play around him tapping our stuff down. Attack for both our guys, so it goes to 12. And this turn we're gonna play Knights. It's gonna be 4/4, so he can roast it. But he can't bolt it at least. Let's see. No counterspells. So I think he just doesn't have any counterspells. Or he just might find it better priority to loot here. Yeah. This card's Tech Edge. He's fetching. So if he has combo like Remand or Spell Pierce, we're in bad shape. But I feel like he would have cycled his remands any opportunity. Like that card, it just gets worse later, it goes on. Still getting in there. Oh, we get our land this turn. So our last basic. Did use 3 searches. There we go. We're not going to play a Johnny. We're just going to play another Knight. Another Pestermite, okay. We could play a Johnny now, maybe. Shoot down one of his guys. If he has remand, it just goes back into our hand. I like that play. Then a Johnny dies. I just like play another Knight. So he is at 8. So now he needs like a Dispel, a hard counter for our Unravel if he has the combo this turn. Just playing Snapcaster Mage? Okay. So just on the creature Brigade. Serum Visions. So I think we're in good shape. Bottom and top. A fetch land would be a good draw. Pump our knights. Land destruction, I think it's okay to draw here. Wildfire demands an answer from our opponents. No attack. Okay, that was a good draw. So that means our knights will be 5/5s. So no land destruction in this game, just good creatures. Alright. Just gonna say go. Looks like he's looting here. Okay. Spell Snare. Ooh, that's actually really good against us if he has the combo. Alright, so that resolves. Let's unravel this. See if this works. He has a Spell Snare. Oh, he has something. Negate. Negate will do it. Yep, okay, so we're dead. We're just gonna concede. So we got pretty close. So we definitely want Spell Skites. I mean, Spell Skites would have done nothing else that game besides the last turn. Oh, we had them already. Alright. So that's a pretty close game. Gone down to a 4. We're going to play first. We had no land destruction in that game. I think that would have helped. The hand only has 1 land. I can keep this. A little weak to everything. We'll just suspend search. Next turn, rampant growth. And then after that, hopefully Chandra comes down. Just comes down. And we don't die. Yep, Serum Visions from our opponent. Bottom and top. Just cast Farseek. Get a red-green Stomping Ground. So this game, Wildfire is going to be really good if we can draw it. Get another mountain. Rising Campy's not bad. I'm just going to play Chandra. Obviously. Let's play Sacred Foundry. So that's a good turn to be able to at least try to play Chandra, because after this, if he untaps, he can just kill us. Hopefully draw Spellskite or like a Rending Volley. Alright, well, I just drawn more lands. So we're going to play Chandra. Plus her. A little worse now because we have a lot more reactive cards in the deck. Hopefully we're not just dead, but definitely could be. Especially if he just taps our Stomping Ground, then he doesn't have to play around Rending Volley. Okay. So yeah, it's definitely a weaker matchup, to say the least. At least tapping Horizon Canopy, maybe playing around Path. Well, he's not just going for it. Okay. Attacking Chandra. Guess we'll Farseek first. And then 0 Chandra. A Stomping Ground. Chandra could die this turn to Bolt. But I don't think we can just like wait and just keep plusing it. Say go. I didn't see any bolts last game. He might have taken them out. So no twin yet. Okay. Oh, he still has them. Okay. It's unfortunate. He's paying 2 life. Does he might have Cryptic Command here. Ooh, neither Reliquary is a good draw. I think we have to wait, though. Oh, no. We can sacrifice 2 lands if he goes just to bolt it. We have the Horizon Canopy and the Wooded Foothills. But it's important that we play the Foothills first. Yep, there's Cryptic Command. Let's draw a card. Now. Another land. We're only playing 23 lands. Maybe we should cut some. So Cryptic Command's obviously very good against us. It seems like a not good matchup. We just need to draw like early pressure and disruption. And we haven't really drawn any land destruction, so it's a problem with it. When you draw it late game, it's not that effective. Well, there's Stone Rain. Molten Rain. Normally, I'm an advocate for just playing your lands, but we might as well just try to bluff something. I'm not going to concede. I kind of want to concede because we're just so far behind. But if we can somehow sneak through a Wildfire, we're in great shape. Say go. Here's Serum Visions. Top and top. Okay, so we're probably dead. Double Tectonic Edge. Yep, see, there's Keranos. They always sideboarding Keranos. So here's a turn we can Wildfire, you know. Okay, well, there's something. So, yeah, normally, like, we only do 1 land destruction spell this game. So reveals a non-land. What do we reveal? A peak. Yeah, we're just dead. We're going to go to 9. He gets a peak away or rending. Like, see that we have rending volley. Now we probably can't resolve Wildfire. We need to have Wildfire and Unravel the Aether resolve. So yeah, too much fluff this game. Just all rampant growth spells. And we have like all our lands in play. All right, well there's a start. Get rid of that. Wildfire's just good enough to. Yeah, we're just gonna concede. We're so dead. Well, game 2 and 3. I think there's Wildfire. Game 2 was very close, and game 3 was just not close at all. But I think we did a lot better than I expected against Twin. I thought we'd just be like instant dead, but we actually fought and held around for a while. And I'll bring one more match and see if I can pull off with another win. Welcome back for our 4th match with Wildfire. This hand's pretty sweet. We're on the draw. We turn 1 search and hopefully draw a land so we can ramp and growth our Farseek. And we have a lot of our action spells, Pyroclasm, then a Johnny and a Magnivore. I'd say that one game where we had Magnivore, it was sweet. Just we haven't really seen it that much. I think I'll maybe try like a blue version of this. Ooh, Tron. Oh, Tron. Okay. Whoa, Tron with Mox Opal. So this should be a good matchup, but we don't have any land destruction spells yet. Let's get a Stomping Ground. Suspend. So what are we playing against here? Like Affinity Tron? Maybe there's... I don't know. It's interesting. But this hand's not really that great for Tron. And he has already 2 Tron pieces on turn 2, which is insane. Mind Stone. Okay. Okay. So, for this game to go in a good way, we need to draw land this turn. Mox Opal. Blue Tron. So it's like a blue Tron deck. Okay. That's not that good for us, because that means probably has counter spells. 2 mana. Reshape. Okay. Some kind of... Oh, so it's like boggles. Or not boggles, like eggs. That's what it is. And we didn't draw land, so... Hopefully we're not dead yet. This seems like a very like worse than Twin, just how little we can interact. But we do have grudges in the sideboard, and he doesn't have Tron, just 2 towers and a mine. So we're just gonna cycle. Huh. Does he have empty the vaults? Ironworks already. Okay. Well, there's nothing to go with it, which is good. Alright, I'll play this deck. This deck's fun. Let's go get a mountain. Really need to hit that land last turn to really have a chance. Well, there's Stone Rain. There's a Molten Rain. Oh, I meant to Farseek. Oh well, it's like the same thing. We'll just get a Plains. So we're gonna kill the mine. He only has 1 cycle effect left, the Mind Stone. But he has so much mana, so the Stone Rain might not matter. Maybe we just want to try to like Farseek and just try to hit Wildfire. Even then, I don't know how good this is gonna be. Hopefully he just like cycles Mind Stone and says go. And swifts a little bit more. Okay, Wellspring. Oh, that's not good. That's 2 more cards, because we can sacrifice it to the Ironworks. Alright, here's a deck where we'd want something like Shatterstorm or Stony Silence. Oh, but we have Rest in Peace too, so actually this matchup seems pretty good. So he's still cycling. Hopefully he hasn't found anything yet. If he just goes off once, I'm just gonna concede, because that probably means he has it. Terrarium, okay. He's already gone through a third of his deck, basically. Alright, well he has Tron. Yeah, so we're just gonna concede. He has infinite mana, draws a billion cards. Yep, open the vaults. Alright, we'll concede this game. Begin sideboarding. So yeah, game 1's pretty bad for us. Game 2 it gets a lot better. So we want Ancient Grudge and Rest in Peace. We don't want Pyroclasms or Rose. And we can do the Ravel the Aether, Johnny's. We're going to put in the creatures this matchup. The creatures have been really good. Take out the Chandra's. Oh, Magnivore, we want you back. Where'd it go? I think we want Chandra. Alright, we'll try this out. So now we have like a couple of just cards to just kill our opponent, hopefully. I like to play first. And we have Rest in Peace, we're going to keep. Rest in Peace, oddly enough, not a combo with anything else in our deck, so I should have cut... It's the first time I thought I'll bring them in, and I should have cut Knight of the Reliquaries and Magnivores. Oh well. Good thing we brought in other creatures, so we can try to win still. Definitely just realized that. That's why you test, because Rest in Peace just seems like an obvious sideboard card you want to try out, but it just hurts a lot of our deck. So Rest in Peace also turns off this because it says when it dies, not when it's not when you use it, like Chromatic Star. We'll get a red-white source. Sacred Foundry. Yep. So at least shuts off that already. So Knights are just 2/2s, and hopefully we can win this game. He did suspend a Lotus Bloom. Sometimes I don't have like a lot of my notifications up, so I miss something sometimes. So I gotta pay more attention. So we can upkeep When that comes in, just like unravel it away. So get this. This will get a mountain. Obviously. And we also have no land destruction in this game. Do you want a Farseek or just play Knight? I think I just want a Farseek. We'll get Stomping Ground. Say go. And then next turn we can for sure play Knight and have up Unravel. Lea's Tron. Natural Tron, just turn 3. And we haven't drawn any land destruction spells yet. There's Ironworks. Okay. I think we should still be fine. Do we want to get rid of this Ironworks? I think we do, because it represents a lot more mana than Lotus Bloom does. Do we bring Grudges? I didn't even notice. I think we did. Get Stomping Ground. Oh, should have got a white source. So we can cast both of our Knights. Well, we can Wildfire next turn. We won't have any creatures in play. Say go. Because we can use the Knight, sacrifice a land, and then get an untapped land. We only have one land in play if we do that. He still has plenty of mana. We could tutor up Ghost Quarter. Or if he plays a land, we can tutor up Tech Edge. Hopefully he just plays a land. And hopefully we draw one of our threats that isn't Magnivore. This game kind of when realized after sideboarding how our interactions don't work as well as we thought they did. Oh, the Magic Online froze. 1 sec. And we're back. And let's see, our opponent just put another Ironworks. Alright, Grudge is a great draw. Oh, also not combo with Rest in Peace, unfortunately. So yeah, we're just gonna kill this. Normally, like, you don't. There's not many matchups where you bring Grudge and Rest in Peace together. I obviously still want it, but yeah, this is one of them, and it did not work out. So maybe we don't want Rest in Peace. Maybe we want just like a Relic, maybe like a Nihil Spellbomb effect or Tormod's Crypt. Even though it's like worse against the Delve strategies. Just looking for Planeswalkers or Kitchen Finks, or just for our opponent to play a 4th land. Alright, there's a 4th land. So let's Farseek. I think we might probably be dead though if we didn't have this Rest in Peace, so I think it's still worth it. Get this. Nope. We'll sacrifice this to go get a Tectonic Edge. Destroy the tower. Attack for 2. So he's on a 4-turn clock. Acre Wellspring, okay. Most of his deck is just dead. He probably has like maybe like some repills or some kind of that effect. Also, I've been thinking about playing. You could play Bajuka Bog. It's good with the Knights, but it's not good in like kind of awkward by itself, and a lot of times he doesn't get exactly like the timing's off. I still think the recipe is gonna win us this game. Mountain seems good by me. Obviously, a repeal can just kill us here. But he doesn't have Ironworks, and we chose the right Tron piece. He's drawing a mine and a tower sense. No, I mean mine and power plant. So to go back to sideboard and reevaluate if we do win this game, which is a good chance of it. Play Darksteel Citadel, okay. So next turn we got him. We'll just Farseek. For our last stomping round, say go. So he only has 2 cards in hand, so this is the turn where he needs to... Oh, he's suspended a Lotus Bloom too. This is the turn where he really needs to draw the... He needs to draw the repeal this turn. It's the last turn. Okay, Chromatic Star, or Chromatic Sphere works. It's part of the ability to draw a card, not when it dies, draw a card. Alright. Okay. Like I said, there's a good chance, like, the Rest in Peace. Also doesn't work with Kitchen Finks. Maybe I don't want Rest in Peace, but it did just kill the opponent. It was literally how we won this game. So let's go sideboarding. Oh, because we disconnected, it unsideboarded for us. So we don't want Magnivores. Don't want any of these cards. We could put in Spell Skites maybe like as a... They usually kill with Banefire. So maybe that's just like added protection. So you want those, you want Grudge, you want Balos, you want Unravel the Aether, and we want Finks. Knights, like, they're okay. They're 2/2s. I don't think they're good enough. We're going to try Spell Skites. And like that can protect our other permanents from like repeal and keep the Rest in Peace in play. So I doubt he has like Mass Creature, or he could have like Wrath of God. I guess that's not unreasonable, but I doubt he has like a Mass Obstruction. 1 second. So we're back for game 3, and I don't notice, but kind of like froze on me when I was sideboarding, and the sideboarding didn't really work. Like it kind of did. We have Rest in Peace. We still have Magnivore, so I don't know what happened, but we're gonna keep. So we just have this dead Magnivore in our hand, and I'm just gonna play Raging Ravine turn 1, and then Heath up for a white duel, and play Rest in Peace. Our opponent kept their 7. It's kind of unfortunate this is in the deck. I definitely took it out, and it froze on me, and it's still here. Anyways, we're going to try to win despite that. Our opponent is taking their time. So, Wildfire doesn't synergize with our deck as well with Rest in Peace. This card also turns off our deck a little bit, but we have so many... I don't know what's still in our deck at this point, actually, because of what happened during sideboarding, but we're going to find out, especially after this fetch land. So I don't know what happened. I had to restart Magical Line again, and our opponent went turn 1 Darksteel Citadel into Terrarium Mox Opal. That's a pretty good start. We're going to play Raging Ravine and say go. So we're going to search up a white-red dual land. There's Power Plant, so we should cycle this Terrarium now. We might not want to, but there's a Prosthetic Prison, okay. So go get Sacred Foundry. Yep, and we're going to play not Kitchen Finks, we're going to play Rest in Peace. Does he have a counterspell for this? Swan Song. Ooh, alright, okay. Interesting. Okay, so we just gotta try to kill him, I guess. He only has 3 cards in hand. Now all of our stuff's turned on. Here's Ironworks. Okay. This could just be dead, literally this turn, if he goes for it. Swan Song is a good addition to this deck. I don't remember if that was legal or printed. It probably was by the time I the time I recorded with it. So he's one empty the vault, or second sunrise, or some kind of effect like that. So we're probably dead. I'm just gonna watch him this time to see if he whiffs. Definitely possible. Yep. He can't reshape here because he needs 2 blue and another artifact. Well, I guess he can sacrifice the ironworks if he wants to reshape. That's not the worst. It's interesting, like, I talked about this before, like, philosophy, like, Wizards has stated, and it's not just my opinion, that they want this to no sooner than a turn 4 format. They don't want kills turn 3 or sooner. And here we are, like, once again, dying on turn 3, potentially. And I think the big offender in this scenario is Mox Opal. Ooh, interesting. So, he played Open the Vaults. And that says, return all artifacts and enchantments from the graveyard to the battlefield. So, get my rest in peace back. So the game is not over. We are not dead. He cannot open the vaults again without first, like, bouncing this rest in peace. Ooh. It's pretty good, Tezzeret, the Seeker. What is he going to tutor up? So I'm just going to attack it so he can't, like, he won't be able to make all his artifacts into 5/5s against me. Because we have this little bird. Hopefully this bird stays alive. He has 2 cards in hand. So yeah, that was a crazy turn of events. Looks like our opponent didn't realize that either. So we can go get like a not Black Lotus, well, effectively Black Lotus. Yeah, he's getting Lotus Bloom. So next turn, because I assume we get next turn, because I don't know how our opponent can is gonna be able to get through this rest in peace. At least he only has 2 cards in hand, and none of his artifacts in play actually draw him cards right now. He might have had to get like an Acre Wellspring to cycle. Version attack Tezzeret. So he's sacking everything again. Does he not realize the rest in peace in play? He might not notice. He might not have seen. He's gonna Banefire us. 12. It's only for 14. Nope, there's whites. Oh, no way. What in the... Yeah, so, we just got turn 3 Emerald in Modern, hardcasted. That's fun. That's a fun magic. Wow. That's, cool. Well, our deck, I think, performed fine. For a deck that I kind of brewed together. And Wildfire might be not be the best choice in Modern, but maybe you can try it. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching that, and I hope to see you next time.